Hello, my YouTube friends. It's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this ride. I've been pretty busy. The last time I had a chance to go out for some rides was back in November. Then in December, I had a bunch of shows. I'm always grateful for the gigs that I have. I found out that gigs is an acronym for God is good. That became the term back in the 20s and 30s, I believe. So I read somewhere. And as musicians, we are so thankful to get gigs. Well, in December, I got 35 of them. I probably overworked myself because I got sick over the holidays. And I felt bad because Lori and I were supposed to go to New York. Instead, she sat and watched and waited for me to get well so that we could even see each other. So I have to thank Lori for that. And the rides that I've been is, they've been a little behind. But, these rides are not dated. I have to laugh when I have my friends like Bruce Heckmer has his site. He makes videos all the time. And, Bruce, my rides are not like fresh bread. Bruce is not like day-old bread. He'll say, these videos are old. They're not old. They're just coming out. He's one of my most avid viewers. You need to go see him on his page. I am Bruce Eclectic. So this ride, I'm exploring. I've been in this area now for over 25 years, and there's certain places and divisions that I just haven't been around. And I have absolutely no idea what they look like. So I'm taking this morning to go on this short ride, like this neighborhood. I've never been to this neighborhood, and it's less than a half a mile from me. So I'm just gonna go. Well, for one thing, this hill can be pretty intimidating. Look at this hill. And this goat has never struggled with any hill, but man, this hill is so large, it's giving this motor a run for the money. I had to go all the way up to pedal assist 5 to make it up that hill. And even then it struggled. So I'm just gonna, like I said, explore. There's a big, whoa, okay. There's a big rock quarry that separates the neighborhood that I live in from this one. And this looks like a pretty unique area here. This area is known as Pumphrey. Hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? A suburb of Baltimore. Isn't this something? No, this is a private road. So, looks like there's a house down that road. It looks like the people that live here may have been here, may have lived here forever. For decades. This neighborhood probably existed before my neighborhood was even built. Some pretty unique house designs. A lot of dead-end streets here. Number of houses in disrepair. Street is called Zeppelin. Well, there's more back here than I would have even thought. That house is in pretty bad shape. No one lives there. That's the hill that I just went up. I'm not gonna test my luck there. That house looks pretty nice. Just out for a short ride because the weather's not too bad. Oh, I forgot to say to you all, Happy New Year. Okay, there's a school, a weather station. Didn't know the school was here. I think that's a school. Maybe another elementary school. Either that or a rec facility. I'm going to explore that. Now I've got to find the street. When I first came into the neighborhood, I saw that there was one of those historical posts set up on one of these streets, and I'm curious as to what that says. So let's see if this is an elementary school or not. Wow, oh, that house is in bad shape. Ceiling is crashed through. Jeez. Okay, it's a school. Doesn't look like many people are here. See a playground, but I don't see many cars. So, oh, it is a community center. Okay. Well, that's good. I have to see. Never knew it was here. Okay, let me see if this is where I saw the sign on the street here. Well, another abandoned house with a crashed-in roof. That's a pretty big house, too. You know, I think a lot of this is the result of the Great Recession. You know, that hurt a lot of people, and a lot of people just haven't had the chance to recover from it. Well, here's the sign that I was. Now, those are nice houses. This says the Pumphrey Rosenwald School, built in 1923. So this was a school, Pumphrey. That's why this area got its name, Pumphrey Rosenwald. So I know in this area there was little or nothing in this area in 1923. Wow, it was a fire. Look at that. Fire, and either they didn't have insurance, or they took the insurance money and decided to set up somewhere else. Oh, it's too bad. Wow. Well, I'm just being nosy as I can be. But as I said, I never had the, never knew this was here. All this was here, certainly. So let me cross over to the other side. See what's here. Wow, that's a huge house. Oh, look at the size of that house. This reminds me of New York. New York City area, where you could have a slum right next to $1 million house. Now this is part of the Patapsco Valley State Park? Really? And that's the same park that I'm taking you on mini rides. Far from here. And evidently they have jurisdiction over this area too. Now, one thing that I don't see, even though it looks like some of the people here may have a limited income, I don't see, well, I spoke too soon. No, I didn't. Did I speak too soon? Somewhat. I was going to say that I don't see, but I did speak too soon. I was going to say I don't see a lot of bars over the doors and windows, but I do see it over the some of the doors. But I don't see them on the windows. So if they had any trouble, it was from someone just breaking into the front door. Now, this is interesting back here. There's a Jiffy John back here, which means some sort of work is going on. Oh. And there's a generator. I wonder what that's about. This is a portable toilet. Someone has a lot for sale. How you doing? I see a dog up ahead, so I'm not going to go up that way. I don't know if it's in someone's yard or what, but I'm just not in the mood this morning to deal with a dog. Where some places of Baltimore says, and I had a roommate, Reggie, from Baltimore. He wouldn't say dog, he would say Doug. So there's a community in part of Baltimore that says Doug instead of dog. And they, evidently it's a prominent way that people, some areas of Baltimore talk Doug. And they did, a linguist did some historical searching, and they found out that there's a part of England that settled in that area of Baltimore that pronounced dog, Doug, hundreds of years ago. And they still use that. They still speak that way. Well, it's going to be cold for the next few weeks. It's going to go down into the 30s. This is a rarer day in January where it's in the low 50s right now, like 50, 51. I don't go out on real cold days because although I try to dress warmly, when you're dealing with cold, like in the 30s, and you're going up to 20 miles an hour, the wind chill takes you down into the 20s, and that's quite cold. Okay, so this talks about the Pumphrey School, located on the Roadrunner program, which was an instrumental in the education of African Americans in the early 20th century. The fund provided matching grants for more than 5,000 schools, shops, and teachers' residences built in 15 southern states from 1970 to 1932. Modern and progressive Rosenwald plans set the standard in rural school construction. The Pumphrey School housed and trained students from 1 to 8. So that was that rec center that we saw. Wow. So it appears that this is largely an African American community now as it was back then. And unfortunately, when you have things like recessions and things like that, even periods of time like now, where people are laid off and a whole lot of political BS is going on. It's the black communities or the African American communities that feel that first, and who is hurt the most by it. And the powers that be, particularly that's in present administration, know that, but they could care less. So we need to pray for this country and pray that whatever is going on ends very soon. Because right now I kind of feel we're sitting on a powder keg with the ICE atrocities. Now this is a nice street. This is very nice. Wow. This is very nice. So you have newer homes here. Wonder what that's all about. Newer homes here where people evidently are have a higher income level, and they're able to afford better houses. I know there's probably a lot of history in places like this that the residents probably know a lot about, but so I don't know if you can see across the street there, there's a body of water there that comes right up to the backyard of a lot of the houses over there. And it looks quite beautiful. You know, I am aware of that. I've driven past that, and that's what kind of piqued my curiosity to take this ride to see if there was any accessibility to that body of water. This is a body of water that goes into Baltimore City. I forgot what river it is. And I see people fishing off of a bridge. Now this is a trailer park. I'm just going to see how long how far back this trailer park goes. A lot of cars. Wow. Trailers are right on top of each other. And then I'm going to call it a day. Houses too. Oh, okay. All of this is new. Businesses. Saw a police car back there going in between the trailers. Novatech. Superior Transfer Shippers. Wow. As I said, I never knew any of this was back here. I'm just going to make sure this camera's on. Okay, geez, well, I'm glad I came here because I never knew. Now, I was talking about fishing in the body of water. I see here's an entry point. I guess so if you want to fish. This gives you access. Well, it says trash-free park, so this must be no swimming. Amazing. There's a part of me that wants to be curious, and I wanted to have access to the water, and this is it. All right. Well, here's the body of water. All right, wow. Okay, I'm just gonna hang on the trail here so I can stay out the way of the cars, because they do move pretty quickly on this road. Another abandoned house. Man, I think I passed by more abandoned houses. And this is the, I think this is the establishment that used to be the nightclub. That's all shut down. Yeah. See the palm trees? the fake palm trees. Now, when I first moved here, it was a thriving business. Wow. Look at this huge parking lot that they had. So there is a house here. Well, to the left, all of these houses have that water behind it. So, I just got a thought that, yeah, it might sound nice, but in the summertime, it might gotta be careful what you want, because in the summertime, they may have a mosquito problem with all that water behind them. Taking advantage of this. There's cars way behind me that are going to be up on me pretty soon, but at least it gives me an opportunity to be here in the street and not be in their way. I don't like to be around cars. I don't take anything for granted, and you never know who's driving that car, so I always All right, folks. Well, I guess that's it. This has been an exploration on the other side of what I typically have been posting. So give us your thoughts, and I will see you later. Have the rest of the week. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Lori and I have a big surprise for the viewers that will elevate our rides to make them much more interesting when I'm riding with Lori. So we can't wait for that. I don't know when it's going to be because the weather is so bad, but we're looking forward to it. It's going to work very nicely, so we're all excited about that. So God bless everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.